Mike, what are you eating? That looks amazing.
Oh, this? It's just a delicious Elsinore burrito from El Ranchito Taco Shop.
Is that nacho cheese sauce and hot Cheetos?
Nacho cheese, hot Cheetos, and their mouth-watering carne asada. And I'm dipping it in their creamy guac.
Creamy guac. Yum.
Giggity.
I guess this is a great time to remind everyone that if they're ever in the Inland Empire area, visit Ray at El Ranchito Taco Shop.
Yeah, totally. Check them out on Facebook.com/Ranchito Elsinore.
Or on their Instagram at Ranchito Elsinore.
Now I want me some Elsinore burrito and some of that creamy guac.
Giggity.
I can always give you some of my creamy guac, Jake. Just ask.
El Ranchito Taco Shop, Lake Elsinore.
More than just great Mexican food.
I can't hear you.
She's trying to say it's my turn to introduce, and I know, but she thinks
you.
she thinks that she's helping. She's not. Hey, everybody, it's Jake. Welcome back to Customer State.
She is. She's the beauty of the podcast.
Already.
She's the beauty of the podcast. We're all just beasts.
Yes.
I'm Eric, you're not a beast.
I'm Mrs. Potts.
Shit.
You're the sexy duster.
Oh, yes. The French woman
Yeah.
duster.
So we're back with another week and another episode. And hi, everybody.
Hi.
What's up, bitches?
Hi, fuckers.
Hi.
It's us. It's the same group. I'm Jake. I'm a service advisor. And before we go around the room, we have to haze Eric.
Oh, my God.
Is it hazing?
Yes.
Okay.
We
not looking
had
forward to this.
on the last second to last episode, we had said that whoever had the last word at the end of the episode had to take a shot of Malort. And I just so happened to cut the episode so that Eric had the last word. So he owes us a shot of Malort, but in solidarity, we're
He
all going to do
just so
one.
happened to do that.
Yeah, and
Michael,
we're
where's
all
your
going to
shot?
do one. It's right
Just
behind
like
me.
he just so happens to let you have the last I love you all the time.
Not all the time.
And we have to, and you have to introduce yourself
See-
after taking the shot.
Michael, she would know that if she listened to the episodes.
Serious.
I do.
So, Mike, go ahead and take your shot and then introduce yourself.
Oh,
Okay. Well, here we go.
He has no emotion. He has no soul. Look at, not even a fucking flinch. Nothing. You whore.
Hi, my name is Mike Serra. I'm a senior master technician, shop foreman,
Shop
and transmission
foreskin.
technician
Shop foreskin.
at a dealership.
I love foreskin.
Eric.
And to my left is the
Can't you go to
famous,
your right?
fantabulous Eric Montenegro.
God.
You can do it, babe.
Hi, bitches.
Bottoms up.
I'm loving this so much right now. No, oh my
I'm
God.
doing it. Sorry. I have to do it. This is.
He just cracked his crackable. That was a separite thing.
Oh, that was revolting.
Not anymore.
Anyways, Eric Montenegro here. heavy line technician here at Murder Company. 4.5 years. 4 years and 9 months. Actually.
Wow. Almost made it.
Yeah. To my left,
Is it me?
it's the ostentatious
Oh.
Big old tiggies.
Oh, they're
tickle bitties
Stop.
Big old
They're
bitties.
not big.
and a gorgeous booty.
Ooh, thank you.
An apple.
These people never get to see it because I'm always sitting on it.
This is true.
Don't edit that to sound weird. Anyways,
Please don't edit it at all.
Nope. Take
Nope.
your shot and then introduce.
Which is a smaller
Shit,
shot.
fuck.
Why are you acting like, oh shit, fuck, you're the one who's like, I'm going to take one with you guys?
She's hamming it
It
up for the
was-
radio.
for solid dirty, it hits you after. Like it goes down fine, and then it like
That's what he said.
comes off as like shoe and nail polish remover.
Again, this is
hope it doesn't
Malort,
taste
the
like
world's worst tasting liquor.
I'm
Out of Chicago, Illinois, California.
I
mean,
do-
United States.
Or like drinking perfume. I think I said it last
I
time.
said that.
Okay.
I was the one who said that the first time we took
He
shots of
was
Malort.
the one, not me, you guys.
Was I?
So I administrate the warranties for both Volkswagen and Mazda. I've been doing it for over 10 years.
Sorry, it's
It's
boring.
been a long ass
Oh
time.
my god. I want to hear about all the things you do.
Well, I do a lot of things.
I know you do. You do way too much. You should be
But-
paid more.
It's, it's okay.
Hashtag sell the bell.
I do paperwork and babysit technicians and educate service managers and all that fun
And
stuff.
service advisors alike.
Oh, pretty much all of the
I can admit I'm a dumbass.
car adjacent people that aren't sales, and sometimes sales, actually, because they think things should be covered under warranty.
You make a wonderful
That's
blow
not
up doll.
warranty. Jake,
Let the record show
So,
that I smiled
since-
like a donut.
Since I already introduced myself, I guess I don't have to take this.
no, Jake.
No, you
Oh,
have
you
to do it.
motherfucker. You made him take his and you didn't take yours.
Now you have to tell us what podcast they're listening to.
Ew.
Ew.
It doesn't face him either. Oh, there it is. Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's a face.
Yeah, no.
Fuck.
That's a face.
That's what you get for swishing it between your teeth.
Yeah, he was trying to show off.
No.
No.
Backfired.
How'd that work out for you?
Oh, it's good.
It's good.
It's good.
I'm doing fine.
Good. That's weird because it doesn't really burn. It's just that nasty flavor.
Oh, man.
What are we listening to?
What? Well, Customer States podcast, where we do this.
Oh, shit.
Wow, double treated early on.
Sorry, guys. I came already.
We're supposed to come together. Real bad.
Was Jennifer Coolidge just in here?
These are good.
They're super good.
They are good.
Shout out to Simply Spiked, you guys. You should try it. I'm drinking
Not
the watermelon
sponsored.
Not,
flavor.
yeah, not sponsored.
Not
Not sponsored, but fucking
Cannot endorse.
Hey, you guys.
about 350. I need about 350.
It's made with real fruit juice.
Oh, Jake, you should try this one. It's watermelon.
It's squeezed, then concentrated.
How?
Usually it's the opposite for
They
me.
just
I have to
think really hard
concentrate and
about
then
it.
squeeze.
You guys remember that's why I got fired from the orange juice factory?
Oh, fuck me.
Was just they beat you to a pulp there.
Goddamn grape smugglers.
Yeah, seriously. Speaking of.
What does that mean?
fruits.
Like
You don't know what a grape
I am
smuggler
not-
is?
gonna get
Let me
there.
tell
I'm
you
gonna
what I
get there.
think a grape smuggler is. A grape smuggler is when you have tiny balls and you wear a Speedo.
Biker shorts.
Pretty close.
That's a grape smuggler. Yeah.
I feel like grapes are small.
Exactly.
They are small. Jake's starting up the slip
Let the
up
record
again.
show Jacob is slow clapping for Alaire.
You know what? We're going to end up doing this show like with everybody on separate stages because I no longer wish to be in the same room as Jacob. I'm going to remote in from here on out.
Oh, shit.
Why are you punishing me?
Well, I'll stay here and he can remote in.
There you go.
There you go.
Yes, dear.
Smart man.
Yes.
Wait, so why should people who wear tiny
Why should grape
Speedos...
smugglers
They,
fuck off?
they should all fuck off. The road is not theirs.
So Jacob.
Oh, because of bikers.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. Hashtag sound the bell.
This is the hardest way to introduce a topic,
not come.
but you know,
I didn't know what it meant.
because you
said
never let
biker
me
shorts.
get to it.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
all
I'm not
yours.
talking. It's all right.
I
I
literally said biker shorts.
I give you the talking talisman.
That's so nice of you because I wasn't talking.
I'm waiting.
Oh,
No, oh God, I thought you were something at me. So in our area specifically, I know other parts of the country and world have this problem as well, this epidemic, if you will. But we have a bunch of people on those fancy like 10-speed road bikes, you know, with the skinny tires, and
How do you know they're 10 speed? Maybe they're 5 speed.
they ride in because I believe those are all called 10 speeds.
Maybe it's a 12 speed.
maybe it's a 13 speed.
Well, anyway, so this particular person that I'm talking about
We digress.
rides a little tiny skinny bicycles, and they ride in packs of 3 to 20, and they take up 1 to 2 lanes of traffic and go about 20 miles an hour
And
slower
they
than the speed
smuggle
limit.
grapes.
And they also don't obey traffic laws, blow through signals.
Yep.
are in the wrong lanes when they turn or go straight.
Yeah.
I mean, so
forward.
my biggest gripe with the Grape Smugglers,
The biggest grup.
is
His
that
biggest grip with
is
the
that
Grape
if you
Smuggler.
want to ride on the same roads as we do it in motor vehicles,
Get a job, you
there
fucking
are
hippies.
those signs that
be
say
nice.
bicycles share the road. And I don't know if anybody actually understands what that means if you follow proper grammar like I do. However, it says bicycles
Excuse me.
share the road. So the bicycles need to share the road with the cars. And still, the cars need to be mindful of bicycles, but that doesn't mean that the bicycles can ride 3 wide in a lane meant for bicycles and take up a lane of traffic.
I feel you're talking about a specific situation because I don't see that happen very often.
Well, you
you
have
don't drive
no
down
idea. You have
Particular
no idea.
boulevard that is adjacent.
really?
Oh yes.
Anywhere.
It's
so
terrible.
So when I had my motorcycles, when I had my fancy fast cars and stuff like that, I'd go out and drive the canyons. These guys are spread 3 to 4 wide, going 15 miles an hour down a canyon. And I'm not trying to speed, but the speed limit is higher than 15 miles an hour. And then you try to, get on these guys a little bit and give them some pressure or honk or whatever. And, they casually look back and be like, what do you mean? I'm like, the shoulder, that small lane on the side is where you guys go. I'm
That's
sorry that
just
your
for
buddies
you.
can't be arm in arm across a lane of traffic. However, other vehicles need to pass you.
Nobody
hey,
goes.
Steven, you want to go on a bike ride and hold each other's dicks?
So listen, if they want to do that and they want to break all the traffic laws with, relative impunity from the actual traffic laws,
Then I should have immunity to run them over.
It's impunity.
they should pay road taxes. They should pay fees. They should have insurance on those things because I got hit by a bicycle when I had my Mustang.
Your vehicle got hit by a Mustang?
Yeah.
Sorry, by a
Your
bicycle.
vehicle got hit by a Mustang?
Shut up.
Well, it was the horse that time.
Wait, do you guys hear that? Hold on. You don't hear
My
that?
soul
What,
leaving
the
my
air
body.
flowing through her skull?
No, it's the sound of the world's smallest violin playing you a tune. That wasn't for Larry, that was for Mike. I love you.
It caused damage to my vehicle, and the guy didn't have insurance because, lo and behold, he was on a bicycle.
That one situation, okay, I would have been pissed.
Okay, that's one of many situations. I'm just
Share
saying,
the road.
share the road. Bicyclists, cyclists, share the road.
And motorists, have some patience.
And can we get a law passed that says that if those dudes want to ride, the 30 or 40 miles a day on our roads, that they should pay taxes and have insurance for their vehicles that they're not following the laws with anyway, and we can have proper people to look out for that.
But also, it would be great. I mean, I know we're in the motor vehicle industry, but it would be good if more people rode bicycles when it wasn't 108 degrees outside, which I think
yeah.
is 41 degrees in Maple units.
that should have been on the topic on the board.
What, the heat?
The fucking heat that we have had this past week and a half, 2 weeks.
Well, it seems like you
has
just made a
been
good transition.
Go for it.
awful.
And now that I pointed it out, it's even better.
108 where I live. 108 degrees where I live. And in neighboring cities by the beach where it's usually a high of maybe 79,
near the beach.
maybe 80.
tops, it got up to 103.
Yep.
Last weekend when I was there, it was 103
At the beach.
Fucking stupid.
It was 102 when we were waiting out in the animal shelter to see a cat that, long story short, got yeeted to the back of the cage because it tried to bite my mother-in-law. But
Sorry, Lisa.
yeah, she's fine. But the guy grabbed the cat and threw it so hard into the back of the thing because she was bleeding. Anyways, it's a whole thing.
The cat?
No, my mother-in-law.
Oh, jeez.
What? Oh my God.
No,
I
the
can't-
cat got yeeted because of the.
Yeah, I
The
understood what
blood
you're saying.
from the
Just
mother-in-law. Yes.
Yeah, so
okay. I'm
everyone
there now.
gets mad when I don't understand something. Anyways.
It wasn't because you didn't understand. It was him saying
Me, yeah.
The cat was bleeding.
Alia, I'm confused. Can you help me?
No.
Oh my God, this is a fiasco.
It is a fiasco.
But what about the heat, though? I thought we were.
That was it.
That's
It's been
it? It
fucking
was-
stupid.
Oh, the
My
AC 's
AC has not. Oh yes, Michael's
Here
AC
in the
is fixed,
studio,
but here we're-
temporarily.
Yeah, my AC has not stopped running. My bill last month, before it was stupid triple digits like this, and it was pretty warm last month, was $375 for my electric bill. It has not stopped running this month at all.
Do you have forced air or units?
Like AC window units.
Like forced air or window units.
You could say central AC like a normal human being.
Sorry, same thing. Central air.
Sorry,
I've
we
never
don't
heard it
have
called
these
forced air. When you say
luxuries.
forced air, I think of turbochargers and superchargers. I don't think of air conditioning. But yes,
Is
we
this
have
forced air?
no
Kind
that
of.
was forced vacuum.
That's air.
That's forced air.
Wow.
Yeah.
We do have central AC.
Nice.
So.
Ours was $200 with window units.
Oh my god. With window units, but let me tell you, it is a frigid 68 degrees in
Oh,
when I go
it's
to
not
bed.
68 degrees. in
When
there.
I go to bed, I have to put the heavy comforter on.
All right, guys.
Okay,
Question for
that
you.
is a waste of electricity.
The fuck it is.
It's the fucking summer. You shouldn't have a blanket on.
The thermostat's downstairs. We sleep upstairs. It has
so it
to
should
be
be
set to 68.
hotter upstairs than it is downstairs.
Exactly. That's why we set it to 68.
I want to be able to hang meat in my home. That's how cold.
I mean, as far as I
come stay at
understand.
my house. We have a
Take
spare
notes.
bedroom
I've
with a
seen
queen
it.
bed,
Deal.
double pillow top, and 10 pillows.
Oh,
How many throw pillows?
None.
Wow.
We're not that kind of gays.
we're not that type of gays.
Speaking of fiascos,
Oh God. Lupe fiasco.
Wait, I have a question
Oh, I
for you
was
guys.
just gonna say.
You got what?
I was just gonna say.
Do you guys think I should drop the 10 to 15 grand and put AC in our house?
Yes.
yes.
There you go.
And Francisco agrees. My brother-in-law.
Oh,
Oh, he's such a nice gentleman.
My brother-in-law went to Jake and Allie's to give them an estimate on some repairs for the house.
Yes.
And we were talking about it on Sunday. He's like, they need to put the most expensive thing. If they're going to do renovations, they need to do the most expensive thing for their comfort first. The other stuff can come later.
AC.
So yes, he agreed that the AC should come
looks like I'm
first.
dropping 10, 12 G's.
That should
There's no
definitely come first.
ducting or anything in our house,
Good
so
thing you got that
everything
pay
has
bump.
to be done.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Who's doing bumps?
Hey, oh,
It sounds like it's quite.
Whoa!
It sounds like it's going to
escalated
be
quickly.
quite the fiasco, though.
please stay in school. Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. Okay.
Okay.
I need about a tree for it.
I've had a fun project at work. I inherited. I inherited this project, and the vehicle has been at our dealership since. Are you ready for this?
February.
Check this out.
February 28th.
I win. What do I win?
February 28th. March, April, May, June, July, August. We're going on
September.
8 months.
Yep.
We'll call it 7 because it was at the end of February.
Taco Bell and get myself a
Yes. Long story short, this vehicle was initially misdiagnosed, but the job was already sold. A
Joy.
$15,000 job
Holy shit.
was already sold. So I proceeded to do that repair and completed it. And lo and behold,
You didn't fix it.
still has the problem.
What'd you guys do? Replace
Wait, so
fucking
you didn't-
fuel lines?
Fuel system.
Oh shit, look
the
at me.
entire fuel system
Insurance.
on a diesel vehicle. Yes, ma'am.
So you didn't diagnose the vehicle?
I was
Prior
unable to
to-
diagnose it because it was already torn down.
Oh, shit.
Otherwise, yes, I would have proceeded with my own diagnosis. But it was already torn down and the job was already sold and we already had parts. So I did my portion of the repair and then proceeded with my own diagnosis.
What did it end up being?
A sensor.
Oh fuck!
A sensor.
Oh, no. But it's not like a sensor that's built into like a giant thing or anything.
No, a $50 sensor.
Oh, fuck.
That's why
do
it's
we,
called
like-
the F550.
Do we
Yeah.
do we just not tell, like, what do we do there?
Well, the repair
Did we give them the
replacing
sensor for
the
free?
repair replacing the fuel system fixed the problem at the end of the day. and we made everything else work. But let me tell you, it was one thing after the fucking other with this goddamn truck. I'm going back together. I'm on the day it's supposed to ship, and I'm putting the last part in. And it's before lunchtime. I'm like, great, this truck's going to ship today. There's no reason it won't run. And
You guys silly? I'm still gonna send it.
I fucking broke a pipe. Oh, God damn it. It was a plastic tube, but still. Miraculously, the dealership down the freeway has one in stock.
Oh, shit.
All right, great. I'm going to get it the same day. So I get it the same day, and I'm finally buttoning it up about 4 o'clock. I'm like, okay, it'll be ready tomorrow morning. No, still doesn't start. Still doesn't fucking start. I ended up punting it to another department, electrical, because I did all of my electrical diagnosis, and I unfortunately second guess myself when it comes to electrical work. And although I had done all the diagnostics
You
correctly,
had an issue on the VREF circuit, right?
no,
Oh.
it was the sensor. It was the sensor. There was no issue with the wiring. It was the sensor. So, but what's funny about that? So sorry. I have to take trip out on this, Mike. You're gonna fucking love this. Okay, so it was diagnosed to a specific sensor, the fuel rail pressure sensor, right?
Yes, we looked at that.
Furps.
The previous technician replaced the fuel pressure regulator, not the fuel pressure sensor.
So that's a swing and a miss.
Remember when I was looking at it and had unplugged it and we found corrosion on the connector
Right, and that pin was backwards.
and the pin was backwards.
Oh, shit.
So I put a pigtail on it. When I reassembled the engine and everything, it had a new fuel rail with the new sensor on it and plugged it in. What are the fucking chances that that new fuel rail and that new sensor was bad? What are the fucking chances?
We work for Ford, so
1 in a fucking billion. 1 in a fucking billion.
It's very rare.
The problem initially was the connector and the sensor was fine. And then I put a fuel system in it with the new connector and a bad sensor. We put the old sensor back in it and it worked just fine.
Wait, so couldn't you parts warranty the other sensor or whatever?
oh, no, you could.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
They had replaced the other sensor. Which
The
the new
wrong-
fuel with the new fuel system came with the new sensor either way. What are the fucking chances?
See, Michael, I feel like this is the
Buy a lottery
perfect
ticket.
time for the sound that you got rid of that is my favorite sound of dun dun from Law and Order.
Anyways, so it was the perfect fucking storm.
Jesus.
And
The
what
remember the enclosure for the thing in the front end that maybe the cleanup crew might have gotten rid of.
Oh, I completely forgot about that. Thank you, Mike.
Jesus.
Oh my God. So I send a porter on it was a 60-mile road test. I sent him all the way down to that one freeway that goes up into the mountain in the really nice livable
Yes.
area.
Yes.
Okay. I sent him all the way to that freeway and back. And I had left the fender liner out of it because I had pressure washed that bank of the engine because it had oil leaks that I fixed with the fuel rail repair, the fuel system repair.
Fuel railroad.
So I left the fender liner out of it when he went on this road test. So he comes back. Now, mind you, this is an F550. It's a big fucking truck. The fender liner is as tall as me. Okay. So I'm looking through my bay. I'm like, where the hell is this fender liner? It didn't just walk away. I had my apprentice look. I even called Michael from across the shop. I said, I need a third pair of eyes.
He
And
did.
he came
He did
over
do that.
and he walked my bays. It's not here, right? I'm not fucking crazy. He's like, well, yeah, but that's not the point. You know, we went dumpster diving, and then it dawned at me where the truck was parked right next to my trash can was where the fender liner was laying on the ground. They're not supposed to pick up parts or boxes. They're just supposed to take the bag out of the trash can, and that's it. They took
Maybe they had
fucking-
an F550.
They took the fucking fender liner and threw it away.
Jesus.
Trash had been picked up the day before.
Of course it had. Of course it
Yeah,
had.
the bins
Typical.
were virtually empty. So
Typical.
no, it was
Who
pretty
the
horrible.
fuck is going to have a 2016 F550 fender liner laying around?
But wait,
The dealership,
Wait.
the
same one?
dealership down the street that had that other part had one
Holy shit.
in their
You know
attic.
what?
You
know
guys are
what?
so fucking lucky.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
So I see Eric walking out of parts department, and he's holding a fender liner that looks like it's for a big Super Duty, and I'm looking at him like, and this is like hours after we just spent looking at, like, how on earth do you have this in your hands right now? He's like, hold on, let me tell you a story.
It was fucking insane. And you want to know what the best part of all that is? With sending it to the other department, you know, you have to internal that labor because we can't figure out what's wrong with it. That's not what was in the original quote. With that, with my broken box, with the fucking fender liner, with the pigtail, with the goddamn sensor, everything was covered by the check from the insurance company.
Really?
Wow.
Thank God.
The customer didn't pay a cent, and we didn't have to internal anything.
Were they in a rental?
Very good.
release
Well,
or
that's the win.
something?
Entire thing. No, it's F550. Really?
I
Rental?
don't fucking know.
It's a giant fucking work truck
Well-
with steak beds on the side.
I know. Okay.
Did you say steak?
I did. One steak.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Jake and Mike.
You know what? That
flat
really
meat.
sounds like quite a treat. You had to. I had the perfect segue.
Quite a treat
And then
is
you
the
said
flat
fucking
meat.
flap meat. And we all know what you think about flap meat. Exactly.
Burnt carne asada.
It's not. I don't know what vaginas you're looking.
I think it looks like burnt carne asada.
Oh my God. I'm so
Sometimes make
sorry.
a good, sometimes make a shit.
Parents, I hope you
Okay, no more
pre-listen
I
to
know.
this.
I know that's quite the treat for you guys, though.
Work treats.
Yes.
What are we talking about? Like when they buy us pizza?
Well,
I don't know.
It's been
Pizza
hot
party for everyone.
lately. And so, you know, sometimes
this is
it's
your
not
story?
just this is my story.
Is it like when Mike brought us ice cream and water last week?
Yes. So we have a cashier. She is wonderful.
Which one?
Moon.
Oh,
Okay.
why can't we say
Well, I don't have permission to
Hi,
say her
Luna.
name. Okay.
her name's Luna? She's wonderful.
So she recently and her mom recently had their cars fixed at the dealership, and it's been really, really hot lately.
Oh, yeah, this was
to
fucking
say
awesome.
So to be nice to all of the staff, they made like 3 giant barrels
Homemade agua
of
fresca.
agua fresca.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, what kind?
Yeah, so they made.
Fresa, piña, and pepino kiwi.
I don't know how to say kiwi in Spanish. Is it
I don't
kiwi?
know how to say
I don't
kiwi.
know.
We're gonna say it's kiwi.
I don't speak Mexican.
They were so
Oh my God, Eric.
He's allowed to say that. Of course, the pineapple water was.
Oh, that's
the
my
best.
favorite. I
The
love
And then
pineapple.
she even brought tahini.
Did you know
So I
pineapple
put
makes you
tahini in
taste
it.
good?
We talked about it today.
We did.
Oh, quit your deep inhales, woman.
I'm talking about making out. You know, that's what makes you taste good.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, that's definitely what you were talking about.
I'm jealous. Agua frescas are the best.
And they
I could fill up on that so quickly.
they did
Oh, I
great.
had
And
like
I'm
8
talking
cups.
about like giant barrels.
Yeah, they look like clear barrels.
exactly.
Yes, I know.
Yep.
Yeah, all my people use those.
Even though he's
you're
not
not-
Hispanic at
No,
all.
I'm not, and that's the only time I'll own it is when they come up with good shit like that. Let me tell you, they have the
And
best
so
fucking
I told
food.
her, I was like, you should bring that by again and like charge like per cup. And she's like, girl, we've been doing that forever in the city.
$1.50 a cup or
Yeah.
something. Shit.
Yeah.
She's like, we already do that, like where I live, which is, I guess, a prominent Hispanic area.
Oh, yes.
She was very proud of me because I love agua fresca, and
Ooh, that was
Agua
hot.
fresca?
Jacob. You said that with the appropriate
Okay, but
accent and everything.
Jake also
Wait, do it again.
Go ahead.
agua fresca. Agua fresca.
Yes.
Agua fresca.
Excuse me, I need to step away for a minute.
So she was very proud of me because I added the right amount of water, the right amount of ice, and then how she saw how I stirred it. She's like, "Oh shit, you've done
Yeah,
this
you know
before."
how to do it.
You gotta mix all that good shit that settled on the bottom up
Yep.
in there. Yep.
And so, in addition to that of work treats today, my boss had made like a shitload of jerk chicken, I guess, like last night or whatever. And so she brought
Chicken bake?
the leftover, like, which was a shit ton of chicken. She fed like 10 people, jerk chicken, broccoli slaw, and homemade salsa. The broccoli slaw was good though, because
White
it
lady
wasn't
salsa.
actually broccoli. It was like broccoli shoots.
That's still
So it was
broccoli.
like coleslaw-y.
That's still broccoli.
Broccolini.
Not broccolini. Broccolini is just a tiny broccoli.
Which is far
Thin
superior to regular broccoli.
It is. It's more like a
Broccoli
asparagus.
root.
Broccoli root.
So, anyways, I'm very thankful to all of my
Bitch tits.
coworkers.
I was gonna say, you know what a lot of that food does to me though? It gives me
Bitch tits.
Well, I only just tasted the jerk chicken and like I took all the skin off and everything because I'm trying to be
you took the best part off.
Yeah, but it's also kind of cold, so you know what like skin is like when it's cold. It's
I will
like
still eat the
kind
shit
of
out of it.
congealed.
Dead.
Cold.
It's dead. When it's cold, it's
Yeah.
dead.
Okay.
So, bitch tits, Miatas,
Okay.
they go hand in hand.
Do they?
Yeah.
Allie and I
Like
both
Bob?
grabbed our chest.
Is that like Corvettes, jean shorts, and white New Balance shoes?
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
They show up with the grass stains to buy it and then throw
Wait,
up a new
how
pair
do you
to
know
drive
what
it.
the dad starter pack is?
Because my dad owns 2 Corvettes. So
And for reals, you see a guy walk
That
up.
is your future.
You-
Look
you-
deeply
No, it's
into his
not.
eyes. That
No,
is
it's
your
not.
future.
You see a guy walk up in cargo shorts and a fresh pair of New Balance, you get him before any other salesperson because he's there with cash.
that's or a 900 credit score.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I've been dealing with this guy for 3 days now, and he's a fairly known customer. He's just kind of a dick. One of those ones, he's real condescending to you. If everything's not perfect, he belittles you, he berates you, the whole 9 yards.
Oh, so like
And-
every man at the dealership?
What?
Oh, wait, sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
High five.
You know damn well when you walk, everybody is scared of you because they know immediately they fucked up.
I have street cred, okay? I've worked hard for
My
this.
God, no, she did not.
So
I did.
the first time this guy showed up, just to give you a background story of what type of person this guy is, he bought his car up in Elk Grove, way the hell up in California.
Yeah.
Like Northern California, correct?
Correct. And he lives down in this area. So he decided to bring the car to our dealership. First time we'd ever seen him. And he comes in hot going, I want a windshield. Fucking warranty windshield. And we're all like, what?
I'm clutching my pearls. This is not something
like-
we do very
I'm like,
often.
what?
You still have that on?
There's speaking
necklace.
speaking of 1 in a billion, it's like we hardly ever see stress fractures that has no sign of impact whatsoever.
Right.
So he
Not
comes in
gonna
and
happen.
sure enough, there's an impact, a very fucking noticeable impact.
Allie, is that warranty?
No.
And he goes, "Oh, this is shit glass, and since it was done at a different Mazda and I live down here, you guys are going to cover it." And, you know, in the nicest way possible, it's like, suck my ass. That's
No.
not going to fucking happen. And he goes, "Well, this is a manufacturer defect." And we're like, "Sir, this giant fucking hole from whatever the fuck hit your windshield is what broke it." He's like, "Glass doesn't break like that." Okay, so we've already got a winner. So
Unless
this gives
like a Mazda employee threw a rock out of the window, it's not a manufacturer
so
default.
this is the background story for this guy. So he, and also
That's also not warranty,
There
you guys,
was
just so you know.
after the windshield was installed, there was wind noise, and to be fair, the glass shop did damage one of the upper cowling pieces. Technically speaking, with the Miatas, you're always supposed to, with the insurance claim, get that top cowling piece.
So he had a windshield installed in the vehicle, and after the factory windshield had a problem, and now the new windshield has a problem.
Well, the new windshield didn't have a problem. It's because the top cowling piece wasn't seated all the way, and the air was catching underneath and making a whistling noise.
Oh, okay.
So technically speaking, with those, even though insurance will never let you quote it out to begin with that cowling piece, because insurance doesn't want to pay you what they don't have to, they always go, "Well, we have to wait until the piece breaks." So that's the first time
But the piece was causing the issue.
No. I'm
Okay.
just saying. And he
No.
got pissed off at the fact, "Well, why didn't you quote it to begin with?" And he didn't understand. Insurance will not approve your quote if that's on there to begin with, because they look at it as, this is an unnecessary part. Why the fuck would we pay this? This isn't the broken part. You have to wait until it breaks.
Oh, I understand.
And then you re-put in the quote, and they go, "Okay, fine. It broke during the install of the windshield. We're fine." So he comes back, pretty much the same attitude. The windshield cracked again. Same thing. "I want it covered under warranty. This glass is bullshit." Another impact spot. And I just so happen to be the lucky son of a bitch that gets to help this guy. So
Did you write him an automotive prescription for not following cars too closely from behind?
I know. So once again, I show him,
Preach.
and we'll call him Bob. I show.
Because he has bitch tits.
Yes, Bob has bitch tits.
I love Fight Club.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's such a good. Hey,
We
We
don't.
don't talk about. You broke the number one rule.
So
Hashtag sell the bell.
So, Bob, I show him the impact, and we're good. So I give him the quote, and I remind Bob, this quote does not have the cowling piece on it. We cannot do it to start, or your insurance is going to deny the claim. We're fine. He takes a loaner. We get that. The top cowling piece breaks. I send him the new quote, and he says, totally fine. Let's get it done. I just want my car back, and I want it done right the first time. And I remind him, you will get wind noise if you don't do this. So everything's done. It goes a couple of days. We do the recall that's on it. Everything's peachy. I take 2 test drives in it. It's golden. I call him. He shows up. He goes to pay his... Actually, I'm sorry. Before he pays his bill, he walks in and he goes, why the hell did you replace the cowling piece?
Refer to your previous conversations.
I'm like, Bob, you got to look at the quote. And he goes, I never got that quote from you. And I'm like, Bob, if you come around to my computer, I will show you our text conversation that we have going, that you approved this. And you don't get what I'm saying. And then he storms off to go to the cashier and he pays for it. And he comes back and he goes, why the fuck did you charge me more than what the quote said? What type of bullshit are you trying to pull? And I'm like, Bob, what are you talking about? And he's like, you charged me tax on this windshield.
Yeah, it's a part. It's
And I'm all like,
California state law.
I'm like, Bob, it's California state law. And the quote that I sent you through email has the tax listed. I have to for you to get that claim started. He's like, no, it didn't. You're lying to me. What you first sent me didn't have this. This is doctored. And I pull him around again. I'm like, Bob, this is your email. This is our first email I sent you. Your email address. Here's the part. Here's the labor. Here's the tax. No, that's doctored. This is bullshit. You're trying to pull something. Where the fuck is your manager?
I am the manager,
Yeah.
bitch.
And Alex was in there, and I'm like, this is my manager right here, Bob. But, and you know, he's like, and of course I'm cordial. I'm sorry you feel this way, Bob. I'm really sad to hear that. The whole 9 yards. You can't please everybody. And of course, once man Karen sees the manager, everything's fine because, you know,
It's Keith.
Yeah.
Oh, Chad.
Or it's like, oh, you know, I see the manager, so now it seems like everything's going to be fine. He's like, well, if insurance doesn't cover this, it's on your ass. And I'm
Maybe Kevin. Anyway.
And I looked at him like, Bob, I will do you this favor. After Alex says he will call to double check on him on Monday to see what happens. I'm like, Bob, you can have your Geico agent call me personally because we have done this before with Geico. They know these pieces break. I'm like, all that you have to do is send in your RO with that cost. This is what the repair was. They will authorize it for you. And if they don't, have them call me. And he goes, you better hope to God they do.
Oh, hell no.
And then
How was your blood?
I was proud of myself. I kept very level-headed, very cordial, very kind. And I kept him in the office because customers like that always like to lie to Alex about how I belittle them or I was rude or crude, whatever the case was.
You're a terrible human being.
Exactly. And when he left, I said, Joe, Kyle, how was I to this gentleman? And they said, well, he fucking treated you like a complete pile of shit, but you were very good. I'm like, Alex, I want you to take this for when you call him on Monday and he says I did all of these things I didn't, because
Right.
it's going to happen. So,
Well, this actually, and we'll tease, this has actually stemmed another topic conversation because Jake and I were talking about this shortly after the incident had happened. And I was like, that means you're a very good something, and we'll tease from there. So thank you to all of our sponsors.
Oh, those bitches.
They keep the lights on here. They keep us nice and What?
Cool.
Yeah, but I was gonna say
Refreshed?
like when you drink something,
Refreshed.
you're like, yeah, I guess you're refreshed. You're hydrated.
What's up, Travis Ferris from Hit Distributing, supplying us with Justice Brothers products.
Nick Lowry's from McCultures.
And good old Ray Moon from El Ranchito Taco Shop. It's in Lake Elsinore.
Let me see you guac, guac, guac.
Yes. And all of our other lovely sponsors. Dale Follett from Twisted Bills LLC.
Bruce Vane for the Sweet Tunes.
Oh, yes.
And our
we talked about that.
VIPs.
Yes, all the
They're
VIPs.
very IP.
Thanks, Norm.
Be back.
We'll be right back.
Hi, Mike Sarah here from Customer States. If you're searching for the highest quality additives, lubricants, or cleaners for your automotive, heavy equipment, agricultural, or industrial machinery needs, look no further than the Justice Brothers line of products. From lubing your chainsaw, performing a complete fuel system treatment and decarb service on a customer's vehicle, keeping that forklift forking and lifting, or just need a can of that famous JB80 penetrant to persuade a rusty bolt, Justice Brothers has you covered. Travis Ferris of Hit Distributing is not only Southern California's authorized Justice Brothers distributor, but also a great friend of mine. Over the years, Travis has helped me and my dealership with anything and everything we need, including all the lines of Justice Brothers products and even equipment to perform the various services we may need for our specific application. HIT stands for honesty, integrity, and trust, so you know when you contact Travis, that's exactly what you'll get. That, combined with Justice Brothers supplying superior quality automotive products since the 1940s and 75 years in the racing industry, you will have absolutely everything at your disposal to get the job done. Justice Brothers is proudly made in the USA, and they have a satisfaction guarantee or your money back. Justice Brothers has the best quality products over any other competitor, and they'll gladly tell you that themselves. If you live in the Southern California area, call my man Travis Ferris at 805-208-7818. And if you don't, call him anyway and tell him I said thanks. And visit justicebrothers.com to learn more about their complete line of products. Justice Brothers, America's brand for quality. All right.
Hi, David. Hi, Alan.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Customer
Hi,
States
Mr.
Podcast.
Dilham.
We want to thank you for listening to all those wonderfully recorded messages.
That you totally listened through.
And yes,
All
you
the way.
absolutely
You
listened through
didn't
all of
skip
them.
through any of it.
Not
Oh my
a
god, the
single
person that originally
second.
came up with that bit is just like so funny.
God, it's hilarious.
We do want to thank our sponsors,
Yes.
but we also want to continue with the podcast. So without any further ado, I'd like to crack a beverage.
Oh my goodness.
Just squirted.
Now everybody in unison.
Fuck yeah. Oh, Allie. She's having some trouble over here.
Hitting me on my knee.
Are you acting like that hurts?
Well, it's funny you bring that up. No, it actually did hurt.
Is that
but
because women exaggerate?
I digress.
Hey,
I don't know
Eric,
that we can go there. We're a minute and 45 seconds into the second
Eric,
half. We can't go there.
Eric, you can't spell overreacting without overreacting.
Oh my god, you're such an idiot. We've
actually
heard
not
it
how you
so many
spell that,
times, it's
but,
not even funny anymore.
To be honest, I was thinking about that and I was hoping that somebody would chime in.
Ow! What is your problem? All of the listeners.
They're love taps.
There are love taps.
Jake knows I have very sensitive knees.
Well, if you didn't spend so much time on them, they wouldn't be so sensitive.
No. If she
It's all
spent more
for him.
time on them, they wouldn't be so sensitive.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Just wow.
Cole loves you.
So, in case you forgot,
Fiasco.
after.
Nope, acting first.
From,
Lupe Fiasco.
oh my fucking. Fuck.
Up, where you go?
To today, Junior! So, as we had teased before the commercials that you definitely have listened to, we were talking about Jake's like really angry customer and how he did really well.
Bob.
He just like kept
Bob
it,
on
yeah,
my knob.
bodge.
Budge. He budge.
Those are words. Oh my god. What's wrong with you?
That was perfect. Well done,
So,
Mikey.
That was a good show, Baj. The one that Kyle
Yeah,
watched.
it was cute. It was like a weird Australian kid show. Anyways,
Is that where they fuck up the surgeries?
botched.
botched.
That's
Oh,
botched. I love that
So
show.
do I. And Dr. Pimple Popper.
Oh my god.
All the
You don't like
exploding
that,
cysts.
Michael? You don't like Dr. Pimple Popper?
Especially
Can we
when they
move on?
reference it looking like food, like oatmeal or raw chicken.
I know, it's so bad. Did you see the cupcakes that they made on there one time?
Out
She
of,
didn't
like,
make them, that they had them. Yeah, it was like a cupcake with fondant over the top, and it had like a white head on it, and when you push down on it, custard came out.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
It was awesome. Honestly,
why?
whoever made those, it was a work of art. Why not?
All right, acting.
So
I'm
I was
acting like I care.
mentioning to I was mentioning to Jacob
Your wonderful, loving husband.
when I was being
You know I would
very
kill someone for you.
caring to him when he was venting to me at work during a vape break, I guess. Is that gay?
A vape break.
I feel like we should just say smoke break.
Yes.
It sounds
You're still
cooler.
smoking.
Yeah, I guess. It's vapor.
It is vapor.
It's vapor.
I got the vape off.
I got the vapors.
So I had mentioned that, like, when you work in any form of customer service, whether you're a service writer, any customer facing job,
You're a paid punching bag.
you have to know how to act, because the minute you walk over the threshold through your door to your place of business, you have to leave whatever shit at home and but like, okay, yes, we were wrong, or da 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 da, like same shit.
I'm sorry, sir, that I'm such a piece of shit. Would you like to completely fuck me in the ass?
You're right. There are unicorns punching holes in your tailpipe or whatever. I don't know.
Well, that's a new one, and I'm gonna
It's
have
not.
to use
I
that.
ripped it off of Dane Cook.
Oh,
so
man.
I don't get
She
credit.
doesn't mean to be braggadocious or anything.
I'm just trying to be humble.
Dane Cook also said that.
Okay, well, be more
God.
specific.
Jesus.
Jesus
Real Dane
Christ.
Cook fans would have known that.
Cheese and
Your
rice.
balls a tug
You know
tit
what?
fucker?
I saw Dane Cook at the Comedy Store like 3 years ago, and it was not good.
It
So-
wasn't bad.
I don't know. All he talked
But it
about
wasn't
was,
good.
I'm rich. Also, women love me. Ha 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 ha. It wasn't for a female audience. It just wasn't my.
That sounds like a you problem.
You didn't like it that much
It sounds
either.
like
I don't
a
know why you're like.
uterus.
Okay, so I thought it was a good idea to bring up like the concept.
He's trying not to laugh. I'm sorry, Allie.
Please continue, my dear.
All right, so it's
God.
All right, thanks for listening to our show. We'd like to thank our sponsors.
Please continue.
No, it's okay.
No, go ahead.
No.
We insist.
No. Jake was wanted, but he's not wanted anymore.
oh,
It's okay, baby. I still want you.
All right, goodbye.
You gotta finish your story.
No, I'm actually like,
He's fucked
We're
here.
waiting for
it's
you.
fucked.
Our listeners are waiting.
Okay.
Yeah, why are you punishing the listeners?
Yeah, basically, I just thought it was a good topic to bring up acting
Smoke
because,
break.
like, when you work at a fucking, like, customer-facing thing, I don't know, like,
Punching
whatever. You guys get the whole point.
We don't.
you have to act like you care. You have to pretend like you
have
actually
to
give a
put-
shit. You got to put that front-facing customer face on every day. It's hard,
Baby, I
hard.
only make fun of you because of my insecurities.
which are many and numerous and
We
counting.
are low life pieces of shit who do not deserve
Oh my god,
a beautiful
isolate
woman
this.
like
We're
you.
Wait, everybody be quiet. Say it again.
I said we're low life pieces of shit who do not deserve an extravagant woman such as yourself.
I'm pure detritus and you're a queen.
We are obviously from Mars and you're from Venus.
I am. Wait.
So open your legs and see my penis.
way to ruin a nice moment, Jacob.
That was actually funny.
I was gonna say that just came out of nowhere.
That was brilliant. Love it. Love
It
it.
always does.
Wow.
Do you want to give a little bit more insight though on that?
Give a little bit
In all seriousness,
Give a little bit
of your life.
Give a little bit.
of
love
your
you
fucks
guys.
to me because I have no fucks fucks left to give because of you motherfuckers.
Well, you were talking about being a punching bag, so we thought we'd give a live example.
Oh, I see. So, no, and then I had, like, brought up to him that I think everybody should have to work in the fucking customer service, like, field.
So they can
Because
see what it's like to be on the other side.
Exactly. Like, it's not easy to listen to your shit for fucking 8 hours a day. I'm only here
10.
for 2 or 3 hours listening to your guys' shit, and I already want to kill myself.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's not that bad. Come on.
Michael's
It
always
can be.
nice to you.
Michael is always nice.
Yeah, you should hear what he says when you're not around.
Yeah. Well, at least you told me to my face.
That
This is true.
It's what we appreciate about you.
But it is true. It's a bit of a
You
skill.
guys, that really sucked.
What?
I was doing my acting thing, and then, like, you guys,
We were just acting. We were playing off what you were saying.
you
Did you
weren't
see-
acting at all.
Did you see Michael in the background? I was like, don't bring me into this.
It was all an act. I have a uterus too.
Yes.
I have a.
No.
Ma'am.
Don't say it.
Pussy.
I hate it. Now Michael has to edit 5 minutes of bussy out of the episode.
It's funny.
Oh man, that was funny. Okay, but you are 100% right with that. With the whole thing it is acting. It's like with literally today inside, I'm dying. Like
Yeah.
I'm gritting my teeth. I want to fucking snap this guy's neck. Granted, never would, but it's my brain is on fire.
What is that one scene in Parks and Rec with Amy Poehler when she's like, "I'm fine, I'm dying inside, and everything is fine." That's exactly how Jake is feeling.
I think that's what a warranty administrator is.
But it's that. It's like the man brain is all like some guys.
Oxymoron.
Oh boy.
Oh wow!
Sorry, my man goo,
Peanut.
my man goo inside of my brain. No, man mush in my
Out
brain,
of my skull.
in my skull. It having another guy stare at you straight in the face and say that you're a fucking liar, you're a piece of shit. How dare you, try and pull the wool over my eyes type of thing, and just constant battering and over and over and over, and it's like. You're screaming, dude, if we were on the street, I would blow out your fucking front teeth.
Right.
But you are completely right, sir. I'm sorry I'm such a piece of shit. I really, really hope that we can rectify this. And next time, if you give us the opportunity, we would love to make it better for you.
But inside, you're screaming, "Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you."
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the acting sounds like it was quite the fiasco.
It was.
So we had a incident last
A
weekend.
happy little accident.
Yeah. Last weekend I went into
There are no
work
mistakes.
to go open up the shop, and I had a couple of interviews scheduled with some potential technicians.
Interviews, Mr. Big Man.
Yeah.
The short, fat one was cute.
Yeah.
The
Eric
short
saw
fat one was cute. Where are you going?
telling you, you would love our new finance guy.
I can't wait.
So when I'm in the middle of all this stuff, I get a phone call, and it's one of the service advisors, the only service advisor that's working there on a Saturday.
I know they all heard those smacks. That
The
was
only service advisor working there on a Saturday.
Jake clapping cheeks.
And she's telling me that one of the other service advisors' customer is there to pick up a car, but the RO's not closed. There's no story in it. There's no this. There's no that. And apparently they were told that it's not drivable, and they're wondering why it's not drivable.
Is that an escape?
Yes,
Oh God.
They couldn't escape.
they couldn't escape.
What?
It was more than just a coolant leak, by the way.
I am well aware.
Did you hear that thing rung?
Yes.
Oh my God.
So
Broad knock.
I'm trying to talk to the customer and get information because I was in meetings doing an interview and I got called up for this heater. And so I'm trying to get stories from, the advisor who, again, is not the advisor that's working on the vehicle that has the information for it. That guy's not there. And lo and behold, the customers just came down on a Saturday randomly without talking to anybody, saying that they just wanted to pick their car up, and nobody knows what's going on with it. And we can't get a hold of the advisor.
Didn't decline
and things
their
like that.
repairs, nothing. Just
Randomly showed up to come down.
Yeah.
There was communications of this is what it's going to take to fix it, things like that, this, that, and the other. And they just said no. So when I'm trying to gather all the information. I said, listen, if it's just a coolant leak, we'll let me go take a look at the vehicle. Let me see if I can just top it off with coolant, and you guys can, take it to wherever else you guys are going to take it while you think about it. So I have one of the porters bring it into lube rack.
Ooh, can I tell what I saw?
Yes.
Okay. So the porter went to go pull the vehicle over to Mikey to have him take a peek at it, and it needed to be jumped because the battery was dead. So he brings the jumper over there and he starts it. And the sound that this vehicle made on top of the plume of fucking smoke coming out of the tailpipe was absolutely insane. It sounded like a Folgers can filled with nuts and bolts. Mind you, this is a turbocharged vehicle.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Was that expensive fees?
Yes, that's why they were picking up their vehicle. But go on with your story.
So I go over to lube rack, and all I was kind of worried about was making sure that there was coolant in there. I knew that there was a coolant leak from the degas bottle area, but not knowing thing one about this, I have to pop the hood just to take a peek at it. So I go pop the hood and grab the water reel to go fill it up with water, and I realized like one of the lines that goes to the degas bottle is completely broken off.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, when you start the vehicle, the water shoots straight out of that line. It's like the return line into the degas bottle. So even if I put coolant in there, by the time we get it back up the service drive, there's not going to be any coolant in it because it's all over my lot, parking lot. So I go back there and I tell them, listen, we know there's numerous problems on the vehicle. The service advisor has told you about this. Unfortunately, neither the service advisor is here nor any technicians to help with this problem right now. And as I saw the vehicle, and I snapped a couple pictures, I said, as I saw the vehicle, this component right here is pumping out all the coolant. So unless you're driving it 2 miles down the road, you're not going to make it anywhere without doing further damage to the vehicle.
And that's pushing it.
Because we already know that it has all these other problems with it, which they told us that it has all these other problems with it. And I understand they want to decline the repairs and take a look at the vehicle, or take the vehicle with them. But what their biggest issue was that nobody was able to communicate with them that apparently all it was that they wanted a discount. All they wanted was some insignificant amount of money off the ticket to make them feel better. It was what I'm assuming. Okay. But they want a discount, and that was never communicated somehow between any of the other people. And so when I say, listen, I'm really sorry, but in my personal and professional knowledge, this vehicle is not drivable. I do not I would be more than happy to help you get a tow truck over here and even help the vehicle get on the tow truck and wherever you need it to go. But I don't want you driving this vehicle because A, you're going to do further damage to it, and B, you could have a situation on the road, and we don't want to have that, especially when it's going to be broken down in the hot sun and it's been very warm. So I'm, the husband and wife are there, and finally the husband's like, okay, I can see that you're being genuine, and you're really just kind of concerned more about the vehicle. I said, listen, you're talking about that we're going to be leaving the dealership at the same time when I give you this vehicle back, and I go home and you drive somewhere, and then this thing breaks down into a ball of flames next to me or something like that. It's like I just don't want to see that happening. I don't want you guys to have a bad experience with this vehicle, and you're going to do further damage to it by driving the vehicle. It needs to be towed out of here, or you can wait until the service advisor is back on Monday or Tuesday, sorry, because it was the holiday, on Tuesday, and we can go over all the numbers and everything else and whatever it's going to take to help us fix the vehicle for you, because obviously it needs to be repaired. So they left. They were very happy. The guy was, kind of calmed down and said, listen, I appreciate you taking the time to explain this to us. Had we just had a phone call or some sort of conversation about this, it wouldn't have been a big deal in the first place. But it's kind of it's a problem because not only did the customers not really follow suit and come down on a Saturday when, they don't know that we're short-staffed, but we're short-staffed. So you come down on a Saturday when we're short-staffed. Not to mention the fact that the advisor that just happened, the one advisor that happens to be working that Saturday isn't your advisor, and there's no information on the vehicle. So nobody knows what's going on. So it's hard, and you have to kind of explain to the customer, well, I'm sorry we fucked up because we don't have enough people here to staff the joint for every single day that somebody wants to come by without unannounced. However, you have to understand that this information was relayed to you, and whether or not you understood it at the time, that's still your perception of the issue, and you knew the car wasn't drivable. The vehicle was towed in here. You think you're just gonna drive it out of here again? I mean, so that was, there was a whole bunch of misconceptions and miscommunications that occurred to make one big thing. So it was just, fortunately, I was able to take care of the situation, and I actually saw them, I think it was maybe Tuesday or Wednesday when they finally came in to pick up the vehicle. And we talked again, and we kind of smoothed things out. And they're still thinking about it. The vehicle hasn't left yet, but they're still thinking about it. But the biggest thing is just the communication.
Don't have a choice.
Mm-hmm. Well, they can either just dump it in the scrapyard and pay money to dump it in the scrapyard, or try and trade it into some poor.
I'll buy it off them.
Dibs.
I like flipping cars.
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
Yes, that's my thing.
I was going to say, if you got the money, do it.
How many accidents have you been in?
Very funny.
Flipping.
Yes, I picked up what you were putting down.
That's not a transition, Ali.
So, I
I was like,
Are
is it?
really weird.
what?
You're weird.
I am.
Yeah.
Why? Besides the obvious.
Besides the obvious.
Okay, fair enough.
Just the obvious.
So, I'm a wanted man, allegedly.
says
Dead or
wanted. I
alive?
thought it said weird.
No, I'm a wanted man. So I got to be kind of careful how I do this. A person that I used to know, who's a female,
You remind me of someone that I used to know.
know. Thank you.
Somebody.
that lived near me, very close, who I grew up with as a kid, and female. She randomly showed up in our service drive today, out of the blue. Never seen her before. I had no idea she owned a Mazda. Come to find out, she got a used Mazda from a local dealer down the way, and she
Didn't
had,
even get it from our dealership.
no. And
Shame.
we can't sell cars like they do because they're struggling, so they'll sell them for whatever they can. She brings it in. She's got some concerns, and I wasn't in there to begin with when she showed up, so she worked with the gentleman that's across from me. And I walk in, and I kind of look at her, and I'm like, and I kind of brush it off. And then she turns around, and she goes, "Hey, Jake." And I'm like, "Oh, shit, it is you." And I go, "Hey, how are you?" She's like, "Good. I just got a Mazda, all that, blah, blah, blah." And, how have you been? How long you been here?
And
This,
I
that.
initially thought that because I know this person's sister, so who is very attractive in my opinion, and
She's
I
a very
thought
pretty girl.
this was all about the sister. So go on.
And it's not about, so this isn't about the sister that both of us know. This is about her older sister that I really only know. And she leaves after a little bit of small talk. And I start talking with my service advisor, Joe. And he goes, "So you've known her for a long time?" I'm like, "Yeah, we grew up together as kids, went to the same school, we hung out." I mean, they were literally like neighbors. 2-minute walk neighbors.
Literally.
And
Quite literally.
I go, "Yeah, her name's
Penny.
her name's Susan so and so." And he goes,
Susan Strong.
No, it's not. And I'm like, "What do you mean, no, it's not?" And he goes, "Her name's Maria so and so." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, No, it's not."
No, but it's really out there name, like Majestic Forest.
Yeah.
Oh, she's got an OnlyFans account.
Well, that's what I said. I was like, did she go into
Right.
porn?
And he goes, "No, this is her name. It's what's on the RO. She said this is her legal name." And I'm like, and I'm looking at him like, "Okay, you're just a senile old man. You must have misheard something." Yeah. So she comes back later to pick up the car. And I go, "So did you change your name or something?" She's like, "Yeah, I needed to change." And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, who the hell needs that type of fucking change?
Why don't you cut your hair?
You can,
It's not that far from what I said.
yeah, like it's not. I mean, when I first heard it, my brain immediately went to, oh,
Stripper.
she's doing porn, or she changed her legal name to her stripper name or whatever it was.
But you really have to be like a very good stripper or a very good porn actress if you're gonna change your name
Episode
and go
title.
from that all the time.
So
you gotta own that shit.
So, and I just asked her, I'm like, if you're okay with telling me about this, because it's been years since I've seen her. And she goes, "Oh yeah, it's fine. I just needed to change. I just wanted to completely change my name." And I'm like, "Okie dokie." And she's already a little.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You don't say.
Sounds like Mikey's kind of girl.
I changed my name from Michael to Mike.
And because, and this is where the wanted part comes into play. So because I'm basically a married man and I'm very happy with the person that I found, And
Blink twice if you're in trouble.
He's in a duress right now.
and I
1, 2. Oh my God.
I really wasn't picking up on the fact of like when she was having small talk with me at the drop off and when she was going to the cashier, that she was kind of flirting with me, kind of hitting on me, but I don't notice these cues anymore because I've been with.
I think that's a thing that happens when you're in a relationship. You don't notice the flirtation.
See, and I overanalyze, and I think everyone's flirting.
Well, and see, but
They are.
now and see, but this is where this comes into play. It's like I don't notice small little hee flirting. It's like, oh, you look good, oh, you're cute type of thing. Because I've been with my woman for 10 fucking years. I don't pick up on that. And then she decides to kick it up a notch. And
She did a little Emerald Bam on that.
and while she's leaving, she goes, "It's been really nice to see you. You look really good." And she goes, "Hey, do you still show up in town at my parents' house?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm there every once in a while." And she's like, "Well, it's just me and my mom, and usually it's just me, and you should stop by and say hi one of these times."
Oh my
Fucking
God.
bitch.
And
remember, I thought
He's
it was
talking.
It doesn't matter. This is an important part of the story. I thought it was the girl that I knew. So I was getting like super pissed off about it.
Does she
I
know
was
that
like,
he's married though?
the sister knew,
the sister knows, but not the older one, not the one that I
but
know.
not Majestic Forest.
So I freeze. Like I'm kind of tripping over my own tongue here. Like, oh, okay. Well, it was good to see you. Maybe I'll see you around, type of thing. And she goes, "Bye," and she leaves.
Did she do that?
Yeah.
Did she do a little twinkle fingers by
she's
her
like-
eyes?
She's like, "Bye."
Twinkle Fingers, that's for sure.
then-
that episode title.
Then
He conveniently forgot to mention that he's married.
yes. I'm sorry.
I don't see any rings on those fingers.
But did I not?
I'm swollen right now, so I'm not wearing mine.
Out of respect, did I not tell you what happened right when you came to leave?
Absolutely. But again, because he said the last name. So I was like, oh my God, I can't believe she would do that. And she's
That
a
bitch.
sweetie. And
then
she currently is dating a super, super hot fireman. No, the other guy. What does he do now? He's super hot, whoever he is. I've seen pictures of
I don't
him
know.
on Facebook.
And-
Not as hot as you.
Must be a shop foreman somewhere at some Ford dealership.
Oh, let's see. I think he's working for a real car line.
And then my god damn shade.
Fucking
You know what, Mike?
fire.
You have been my champion.
Wow. He is.
Let the record show her mic was shut off.
He has been in your corner the
I was
entire
gonna say, Michael,
fucking
you have
time.
been my champion. I'm sorry. It's
Get your, or stick your neck out for somebody, I guess.
And then
That was kind of a dig at both of us, by the way.
yeah, and then I look at the new kid next to me and I go, "Does she want my balls or something?" He's like, "Bro, she wants your balls."
But she wants your boss.
She wants balls.
Hey, Jake.
She wants balls.
Beth.
You still got it.
Oh, thanks, sweetie.
You're welcome.
So
I
that
could have told you that.
She can have you.
really?
She's talking about
You
me.
want to play that game?
She was talking
Yeah,
about me.
go see what the life is like in the forest.
in the forest.
In her forest.
Ew, gross. We're not in 1970s, Eric. Nobody has a forest anymore.
I have a forest.
Oh, well, good for you.
He'll use it as floss.
We love that for you.
I love flossing while I'm chopping trees.
Ew!
Ring
Chopping wood.
Jingle the keys, Michael. Save us.
That's what he said.
This
You
was
guys,
fun.
this is very important to address upon the podcast.
Okay.
We acknowledge that the Queen has passed.
Oh, God save the Queen.
God save the Queen. Now is the time to know.
Yeah, indeed.
Now it's Charles. All right,
Rest
I'm
in
done.
peace.
USA still wins. Go Betty White. 99 to 96.
90.
99
to 96.
No, but she wasn't 96. I think she was like
She was
97 or 98.
96.
She was 96.
I'm gonna Google it. You guys start talking about
Let her
sponsors.
let her get humiliated
Yeah,
right
let
now.
her prove herself wrong.
Yeah, please
Alrighty.
do. Anyways,
As always.
Yes.
Michael.
if you would cue the music, we could shut this shit
Do you
down.
need another one?
I will shut that shit down. Thank you to Travis Ferris from Hit Distributing, supplying us with Justice Brothers products.
And Nick Lowridge for them phantasmalistic Matco tools.
Excuse me. And Ray Moon from El Ranchito Taco Shop, supplying us with his creamy guac straight
So
out of
creamy.
Lake Elsinore, California.
Mr. Bruce Vane for the sweet cues.
I am Batman.
Check us out on Facebook, Customer States Podcast. You can search for us on YouTube, Customer States Podcast.
The Tube Tube.
We also have a
Turn off our
website, customerstatespodcast.com, where you can find our merchandise or stickers. You can find all of our episodes. You
Let
can
the
find about
record
us.
show Alaire just found out she was wrong. Thank you.
We also have an email where we would
Yes.
prefer that you would send us all your listener mail ideas,
Maybe a voice memo.
memos,
Your nudes.
Any comments,
Noodles.
complaints, suggestions
noodles.
for Jake.
Hi.
That is customerstatespodcast@gmail.com, which just also happens to be
Our PayPal.
Support us, guys.
We would love.
Also buy our merch at customerstatespodcast.com.
yeah, also that.
Tank tops are coming. Dale Follett, get at me. Tank tops.
Dale Foley, get at me because I'm a
Punching bag.
Also, you
No,
guys,
I'm,
wherever you're listening to this right
handy-capable.
now, you should review us or subscribe or do 4 or 5
Tell your
stars.
friends about
however
us.
Yes.
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button.
Smash.
And with that, we say,
Smash.
Listen to us next week.
Because we love you.
But I love you the most.
That's impossible because I love you the most.
He's lying.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you.
God save the queen. Love you.
Love you.
love you.
Love you.
Love you.
You guys can have it.
Bye, fuckers.
Because I love you
Bye,
guys.
bitches.
Love you. I don't think I left enough room for me to cut that. So we'll have to see.
Oh, 30 minutes on the dot.
Hi, this is Mike Serra from Customer States. Matco Tools is one of the best tool companies in the industry, and Nick Lowridge is one of the best Matco tool distributors. Nick can get me anything I need for the shop or for at home. From oil drain pans to beef jerky, Nick's got what I need on tap. Nick works in the Thousand Oaks, California area, and you too can get whatever you need by calling him at 805-796-7323. And if you're not in that area, call him anyway and tell him you heard about him from the Customer States podcast. And then you can hop on to matcotools.com and find a Matco Tools distributor near you. Matco Tools. Service, trust, results.